Morning guys, it's Tom from the Sports Factory. We've got our morning stretch and pray session now, like we do every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday at 8:30 at the moment. We're going to start just in a few seconds while we let people join in with the live broadcast, but just to go over a few things on what we're covering today. So we've got stretch and pray this morning. After this, we'll have Pilates. We've got circuits in a little bit. After this, after circuits, we've also got family hit sessions today. We've got Bible studies. So we've got lots going on in the coming week. So if you go just to the Sports Factory Facebook page and check out the cover photo there, it has the whole timetable of everything going on, and it'd be great to have as many of you involved as possible. Okay, so we're going to make a start with our morning prayer and stretching session. So to start with, all I want you to do is just to focus on your breathing. Okay, so really slowly, we're going to start with just breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Okay, and as we do that, as you breathe in, you're going to up onto your tiptoes and stretch as high as you can. And then as you breathe out, arms are going to come down and your feet come down to the floor. So at the start of the stretch and pray session, we're going to think about what is happening during our day today. Think about the start of the day and all the tasks ahead of us. And I just want you to lay them before God. Okay, it could be that you are a key worker and you're off to work shortly. Just lay all your tasks today before God. It could be that you're self-isolating and you're not really sure what you're going to do today, and you're getting frustrated, and maybe you're getting lonely, maybe you're feeling like there's not much to do, or maybe you're feeling anxious about doing anything. Just lay all of today before God. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to be stretching our feet and our ankles. So just hold them out in front of you and start to rotate your ankles just slowly. And as we do this, I want you to think back on different parts of your life. Maybe really good parts that you can be thankful to God for. Or maybe parts in your life where it was really difficult, but as you look back now, you can see God walking alongside you and being there for you in those difficult times. Or evidence of God walking alongside you and having a plan, and despite at that time feeling like you were walking that path by yourself, now looking back, you realise God was just by your side all the time, and He had a plan and He brought you through that difficult period. So just as we rotate our ankles, thinking about those times God has walked alongside us and being really thankful for those moments. Okay, the next stretch we're going to do is going to be our hamstring stretch. So this leg here is going to be as straight as possible, and to start with we're going to keep the foot flat on the ground. And then this leg here, we're going to bend our knee, and so it's just this leg we're stretching. Now to start with, you're going to just reach down not too far to start with your feet flat on the ground. And you should just feel the stretch down this part of your leg. And as we stretch, I just want you thinking about the people that are currently being stretched, maybe in their work or just in their general life. Thinking about possibly the people that are involved in the NHS, maybe in the prison services, maybe in the fire brigade, the police, those who are self-employed, who are being really stretched financially. And I just want you to raise them before God today. Now, as we're stretching, just maybe start to reach a little bit lower with your hand now, keeping this leg as straight as possible. Raising up all those people that are going to be really, really stretched over the next few days, the next few weeks, in their jobs and in their lives. Whether it's stretched in resources or finances, or just stretched with their time and their efforts that they're putting in. Okay, just to finish, you want to raise up your foot now and try and see if you can touch your foot with the ends of your fingers, and it just provides a slightly different stretch for the back of your leg. Okay. The next stretch we're going to do is going to be our quadriceps stretch, and in this one we're going to have to balance. So just bringing your leg up behind you. An easy thing maybe to get you to balance might be to touch your nose, or just to focus maybe on something on your wall and just keep your eyes focused on that one thing. And as we do this stretch, think about all of the people, and potentially it could be yourselves in these situations where people have got to balance lots of different things in their life. Could be balancing childcare and work, or could be balancing lots of other things, like being in contact with friends and family, but also having to obviously self-isolate. Okay, lots of different things can be going on in people's lives, and working out how to balance that in a healthy way can be a really difficult thing to do sometimes. So just raising those people up have really got to balance lots of different things today as we balance and stretch. If you're just tuning in, we're just praying around those people who are going to struggle to balance everything that they've got going on in their lives today, as we balance and stretch our quadriceps. Okay, the next stretch we're going to do is we're going to rotate our hips just in circles like this, not too quickly, and really stretching and going as wide as we can, keeping our feet firmly flat on the floor. And now as our hips go round, I want us thinking of our world. What can we be thankful for in the world? Despite everything going on and all the news seemingly negative at the moment, we've seen stories of our environment improving. We've seen stories of waters becoming clearer, animals returning to places where they hadn't been for a long, long time. So we can be thankful that our environment is improving and the earth seems to be in a state of recovery. Also, as we're praying for our world, praying for all the difficulties faced by everyone across the world. People living next door to us, but also people living the other side of the world. We're called in the Bible to love our neighbour, and our neighbour is anyone in need. So, with all of the different restrictions and lockdowns coming on different countries and different people around the world, just as we rotate our hips, really thinking about all of the different people we can raise before God around the world. Okay, we're going to continue to rotate, but this time we're going to be rotating our trunk. So our arms are going to be stretched as wide as possible, and we're going to rotate just the trunk of our body, leaving our legs and our feet facing forward. Now, as you rotate your trunk, I want you to be as big as possible and as wide as possible. And as you're as wide as possible and as big as possible, I want you thinking about the people leading countries around the world and the really big decisions that they have to make. And as we stretch, just ask God to be in those decisions. Ask God that He is in those conversations that governments are having. And thank God that He is in control of these big decisions. And moving up our body further still, we're going to now rotate our shoulders. Just backwards to start with. Really focus on trying to get a full rotation in the shoulders. Still focusing on our breathing in and out as you come down. And as you're rotating your shoulders, just think about those who are carrying a lot of weight on their shoulders at the moment. Maybe it's the pressures of work, the pressures of having to provide for their family, the pressures of keeping people healthy. There's a lot of different things weighing down on a lot of different people's shoulders. Just start to rotate forward now. So as we rotate our shoulders, just laying before God and praying over those people who have a lot weighing down on their shoulders. They feel like they're just carrying the whole world right now and they're not sure that they can lift much more. Lord, give them the strength they need to come through these situations. And let them know your presence in this difficult time. Okay, finally we're going to move up onto our head. We're going to do two things with our stretch here. So to start with, as our chin goes down to our chest, I want you to think just about all of the things maybe that you've done wrong over the last few days, maybe the mistakes you've made, and just bring them before God. So as your chin goes down to your chest, you're just going to be saying sorry for those things that you've done wrong. Maybe you've thought some terrible thoughts. Maybe you've done some terrible things. Just bring them before God. And then we're going to lift our head up. And then down again. And as we lift our head up, we're just asking God to to take complete control of our lives today. In all the things we do, ask God to be in complete control, and thank God that He is all powerful. Ask God to meet us everywhere we go, whether it's just the four walls of our house or whether we're going out to work. Ask God to meet us in that place. Okay, I'm going to do two more. Fantastic. Okay. I'm just going to finish with a few reflections from the Bible. And how this will work is I'm going to read a Bible verse and then I'm going to read it one more time, and there's going to just be a short pause for silence and reflection. And they'll do the same with another Bible verse, read it twice through, and then just be a short pause for a time for reflection and thought on that, and then we're going to end the video. So the first verse is from Isaiah 41, verse 10, and this is God talking through the prophet. It says, "Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you, yes, I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." Just read that one again. "Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you, yes, I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." So I'm just going to pause for a little bit and just reflect on that verse. The next verse comes from Matthew 11, and it's actually a few verses. It's 28 to 30. It says, and this is Jesus talking, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." So I'll just go over that one more time. It says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." Just close your eyes now and just reflect on those two passages. Okay, thank you guys so much for joining me with the prayer and stretching session. It'd be great to see you at some of the other things we've got going on today or just throughout the week. But I hope you all have a brilliant day, and hopefully catch up with you soon. See you later.